Hello loveliest peoples, my name is Deslove Gaming and I'm going to be showing you every ward spot in the game as my favorite support, Jakiro. Or, well, at least one of them. Okay, well the only way to really show you every ward spot in the game without taking a real ridiculous amount of time is to unfortunately enable cheats, which of course is not available in the actual game. It's just simply to show you every ward spot more effectively. Just buy a ton of sentry wards. Usually you would obviously do this with observers, but I'm not able to buy this amount of observer wards and show you in one go. Alright, I'm going to buy the regular spec kind of thing for Jakiro. Stun first in case you can go for an early kill. Okay, the first ward spot I will be showing you is right here. This works same for Radiant and Dire, but for Dire you would place it here, Radiant you would place it here or any one of these towers. It's good high ground vision. You obviously want to do it after this tower is down on either side. The next ward spot is right here. You can place it from within these trees. Apparently Jakiro doesn't want to. Come on Jakiro. Bad Jakiro. Placed. There we go. You can place it right here, or you can place it right here instead of going like around there, because enemies may be hiding in your jungle waiting to gank. It provides you good vision that way and that way. Alright, next ward is what's known as offensive ward, so that if anyone is going to this place you can effectively kill them, is right here. So if anyone is going to the secret shop or they're running back to lane, you can see and you can probably gank them. Another one is here. This is good Radiant and Dire. For Dire, however, you would see if anyone is currently attacking the Ancients, and you can have the possibility to kill them. For Radiant, you get Rune Spot, same of course for Dire, and another high ground vision spot. Here's another high ground vision spot. It's good for junglers because you get to see if anyone is there. You get the Rune Spot as well. But okay, let's just move on. I'm currently showing you mostly high ground vision ones right now, because high ground is obviously better than low ground. If I place this, for example, right here, I can see everything that's going like around this way, but it's not very good. So here, of course, is a better spot, or even here, for example. These, of course, do not block the camp. If you want to block the camp and stop the jungler or whoever's farming from getting more farm, you simply just drop and place it into the actual camp, and then once they're killed they will no longer spawn. It's always a nice trick. Alright, so I'm going to run around. Usually you would not be running around like this constantly, but I'm merely showing you every ward spot. Alright, the next ward spot I'm going to show you is actually right over here. It's one that I like for mid. It's more of a mid placement, simply because you can see if the enemy is going for the rune. You can see where they are at most times, and it's just a general good spot to have. It is lower ground, of course, but in this case for mid it is usually a good idea. The other ward spots in this area, or one right here, nice high ground vision spot. It does not give you vision of the rune though, so just be careful of that. This one, however, does. So we place it right here, or here. This is also another mid spot, or even here. Here is one of the most common, but if it's placed here, you can just put another sentry ward and then it will detect it. Yeah, that's also another thing. If you place sentry wards for observers, you might be able to find them and you can deward the enemy. In my last video, one of the rune spots that I showed you was right here. As you can see, you get vision on the rune, you get vision on anyone coming to gank you, and you get to see if anyone is hiding here, or if mid comes to gank you. I'm trying to think of any more rune spots. Ah yes, this works only for Dire only. If you're Radiant, you really don't want to do this. But what you can do is, when you get vision on these two camps right here, you can place a ward and it will stop these two from spawning. It's also a good way to see if the Radiant carry or jungler or whoever is farming, and you get the possibility to smoke up, which is smoke of the seed, which is right here. You go invisible unless detected, and you have the possibility to gank the enemy. Now, what other rune spots have I not showed you? Okay, there's one top left corner. This is the same for bottom, so I'm going to do this at the same time. I get a level, apparently. Usual spec for Jakiro is maxing this and this. Liquid Fire is good, but it pushes the lane too early, so you do not want it early, of course. Your ult is good as well, but unfortunately, it's more of a team fight thing. Unless you're going team fights around 10-15 minutes, there's not really much point in taking it. Okay, let's just run on over here. You can place one right here is good for Pudge, for example, if he's trying to hook you. But another one right there is you can get vision, you can get high ground vision, you get anyone coming this way, you get anyone over here. It's just an all-around good spot to have. I'm going to hide before the creeps see me. One has unfortunately seen me, but it doesn't really matter, to be fair. I think that is every ward spot I currently have knowledge of. I've showed you how to block camps and stop the carry from jungler from farming effectively. I've showed you good high ground vision spots and low ground vision spots, which is always nice. But this is unfortunately the end of my video. If you have enjoyed it, use the subscribe button below, and I will see you next Monday.